All right, so to start things off, obviously we know each other, but for everybody else, I'll just introduce you. You're Camille Pruitt. You're my buddy from high school. Actually, my friend Bennett's little sister. We went to high school together, right?
Yes.
And when did you graduate?
2014.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And today I asked your help because you're pretty knowledgeable in the area of nutrition and eating healthy, right?
Yes, I try.
Okay. All right. So I guess what was the first time that you decided to start eating healthier, or why did you make the change? Was it something you've always done, or was it something that you I don't know? Was there something that changed it, or?
Well, I've always had a good example of eating pretty well with my parents. I mean, I grew up in the South, so it's not
That
always
makes sense, yeah.
easy to eat very healthy. But a lot of social media, I was on Tumblr a lot, YouTube, and I'd come across the videos of these people, and they're like, oh, I've got so much energy, I feel so good, and they look great, and their skin looked great. I was like, I want to look like that, I want to be like that. So
Right.
I kind of went on a mission to figure out how they did it.
Nice. So what's like a daily routine? Like what's like something that what do you eat, like, daily meals or snacks throughout the day? What's like a normal day nutrition wise for you?
For breakfast, I pretty much eat the same things. I always eat eggs in the morning. You gotta have the protein, and then you gotta have a good carb. So I'll eat like a sweet potato, and then
Of course.
you gotta have a healthy fat. And so I was very surprised to see that bacon, if it's a responsibly raised and fed kind of pork, you can eat bacon as a healthy fat.
So that's why you've been eating so much bacon.
Yes, I'm very excited.
It's actually healthy for you.
Yes, I was very excited.
Some people mention that eating healthier can, affect your mood or even your physical, well-being, how you feel. I read something in a Huffington Post article that said that people who eat unhealthy are at risk of losing 66% of the productivity that they're usually producing. Is that something that you can agree with, that you've definitely felt more energy or felt physically better since you started eating well?
Absolutely. I think it creates a lot more mental clarity, and physically you're able to do more and go longer throughout the day without feeling like you need something to eat and you're starving and you just can't get anything done. You just get a lot more done, and
you get more energy probably.
Yes.
Too. I mean, like I can imagine that once you get all those bad almost toxins or whatever. I mean, why do you know why it makes us feel better?
Well, a lot of people, when they eat a lot of carbs, and like they'll eat a bowl of cereal for breakfast, and that turns straight to sugar, so your body's going to burn that up immediately, and your blood sugar's just going to crash, so you just feel like you can't do anything.
So what's like the ideal, start to the day? What would you eat for breakfast?
I would make sure to have protein and a good source of carbs and a healthy fat. So that would be something like eggs and avocado or bacon, and maybe a sweet potato or some sort of vegetable or fruit.
Okay, all right. And then I guess throughout the day, like snacking, is there certain, I'm sure that, eating chips or cookies or something like that is pretty much a huge, step back when you're trying to eat healthy. Is there something like that you eat during the day, like snack-wise, that is kind of just something that's not a huge meal, but...
Yeah, chips or cookies, they could probably make you feel even more tired after you eat those. So probably a good option would be some almonds or cashews, which are a healthy fat as well, and those are really filling.
Nice. Is there any tips, do you have any tips, I guess, that for people to start eating healthy? What's like, if someone decided they wanted to eat healthy, start eating healthy today, what would be the first thing you'd tell them to eliminate or start eating, or I don't know, what's step one for someone?
Yeah, it can be pretty overwhelming trying to switch from a completely unhealthy diet to clean eating. But probably the first thing that you could do is start with this it's called crowding, where you start eating really healthy food, introducing a lot of more healthy foods, and not just taking out, what you like to eat. You can keep eating what you like.
Yeah, so not like, not just stop eating things, but replacing it with other things to almost,
Right.
I don't know, I guess that pretty much wraps up all the questions I got so far, and I really appreciate you taking the time to help me out with this. I definitely, needed somebody who knew a lot about a subject, and I knew that you knew your stuff about nutrition and eating healthy, so I just want to say thanks.
Not a problem. It was fun.
All right, awesome.